Welcome to a new series, 30 teams in 30 days. This is the introduction, and I am really excited to get this going because I have a lot of things that I want to say about each team. And in general, I just want to get into it because I haven't been this excited for a baseball season in a while. So just really excited to get into this. And in terms of this, the surface win rates, pretty much the ceiling and the floor of each team, at least this is basically my opinion. And this is what I think that every team's ceiling and floor in terms of win rates without looking at their schedule. Just looking at their rosters and their personnel, this is what I feel like each team's ceiling and floor is. So that's pretty much what that is in the background. You can look and find your certain team. I don't want to get into this too much. Maybe next year I'll probably dive into why I think that these are the surface win rates for each team. I mean, they're obviously going to be different because they're going to be different rosters. But in general, this is just an introduction video for the 30 teams in 30 days because I haven't had the time to really get to making a video like this. So in terms of what I plan on doing with this series, I don't plan on going over the rosters after February 16th. So in terms of yesterday, that's what I'm going to be basing every single roster off of. Even if I'm going to be starting, I am going to be starting after that, but I'm just going to be basing every single roster off of February 16th because that's what I made my predictions off of. So that's pretty much why I wanted to get this out of the way. So I'm not going to be, for example, counting the Mike Moustakas acquisition with the Brewers on the roster when I get to the Brewers because he signed today and I'm basing it off of the rosters from yesterday. And when it comes to players that haven't signed already, I know they're going to be coming off the board. And when they do sign, if and when they do sign with other teams, I'm going to be just doing a quick intro, just saying these are based off of February 16th rosters. I know that this player signed with this team, but I didn't count it in the video, and it might change a few things before I make my predictions that will happen right before the season. This is just pretty much 1.0 predictions and just diving into each coaching staff and diving into each roster, because really it's more so diving into each coaching staff and diving into the acquisitions and losses that they made in this past offseason. So that's pretty much what the 30 teams in 30 days is going to be, because the predictions part is going to change and the roster part just based on what's happening right now and how we're probably going to go into another lockout because of all this. I'm just going to be doing this for the purpose of going through coaching staffs and going through what my initial thought on each team is right before we get into the pre-season, which is usually going to be like a day or two before the season actually starts, because I just wanted to get this one out before the Japan series between the A's and Mariners, because I don't know, I wanted to get that out of the way and it wouldn't throw my predictions out of whack a little bit. So it's pretty much why I wanted to get into this, and that's pretty much all I really had to go over. 30 teams in 30 days. I will be going in the order of what team I think is going to be the worst to which team I think is going to be the best in Major League Baseball. That's how I'm going to be doing it every single year. Maybe I'll switch it up in a different year or sometime. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this sort of thing, but I am going to be doing this from least to best, or from least to greatest, I guess, from worst to best. However you want to say it, I'm going to be going from which team I think is going to finish 30th to which team I think is going to finish first. And otherwise, there isn't much more to get to. Let's play ball before the lockout hits.
From tying it to left field and